In this video, I'm going to show you some clips from my ranked games and give you a glimpse into my brain during the game. I'll be sharing notes and tips about how I approach different situations so that you can become a smarter player yourself. Even though I play sword champions who are mechanically dependent, you'll see that there's much more going on than just smashing my keyboard, even though that does happen a little too. In this first game, I'm facing a Talon mid with the Sylas jungle, and my jungle is Viego. I know it won't be a ganking heavy mid lane because Viego isn't that great at ganks mid, and I can easily win while Sylas is chains. With that being said, I knew that Talon Sylas would be a bursty duo, so I took the resolve tree second on Yas with bone plating and tenacity. Immediately at level 1, I rushed to the mid lane where I stood right here to spot any invades that could happen through the mid lane. This is a very popular invade route, so being able to spot it early can save your team's early game. As the minions hit, I decided to try and get lane control by hitting a melee minion twice. I knew that I could get an advantage over Talon if I dodged his W, and even if I was hit by it, I wanted to be standing off to the side so that he couldn't get minions and push the wave towards my side of the lane so that I could keep wave control. You can see that I'm looking to punish him with a Q every time he walked up for some CS. Yasuo has a clear advantage at level 1, but at level 2, because of Talon's passive, he would win a short trade, so I wanted to get a minion advantage so that I could make the trades more even and potentially bait him into an all-in where Yasuo would have that advantage. My goal was to crash wave number 3 and then do a cheater recall, but I accidentally crashed the second wave, so while I had some extra time, I decided to go search for Sylas and see if I could get some early information on his first clear. I saw that red and chickens were gone, so he was probably doing a top into bot clear, so I decided to hover towards the top side of the lane for the next minute and a half. With my wave basically under Talon's tower because of my botched crash and Sylas almost done with his first clear, I need to hang back and wait for the wave to build to me. No need to start building towards my 0-10 spike quite yet. Because I knew that Talon would want to roam to the bot lane a lot, I threw down a ward in the pixel brush and put a control ward behind our red to watch for any jungle invades or flanks to my bot lane. Then I looked to freeze the lane here. If I chose to stay, I could chase him down and kill him, and if he roamed, I could easily follow with full vision and the wave right outside my tower waiting for me when I got back. Now before I talk about my first solo kill, I do want to tell you about Turbo Smurfs, where you can get a second account that has been fully hand leveled to level 30. You can click on the link in the description and use code Snowta for 15% off a quality account. And if you want access to my course on climbing in solo queue, then check out the Ticket to Diamond blueprint below and use code Yasuo for 30% off. Okay, now to the solo kill. I didn't think that I would hit 6 before Talon because he did get a kill bot lane earlier in the game, but when I did level up to 6, he didn't respect it, so I chased him down for the easy kill. I didn't know if he had flash or not because my bot lane didn't track it, so to secure the kill, I looked like I was done chasing and then Q flashed to finish him off. Because I was healthy and Seraphine and Jace were still in their lanes, I shoved the lane under tower and reset. Then in another situation when Talon was roaming top, Seraphine tried clearing my control ward behind red. If the other team doesn't have tempo or numbers, clearing that ward is very difficult, which makes it a safe place to put it. Her CC lasted so long that I told my team sorry for AFKing and not pressing R, and then we chased her down for the kill. Thanks Talon for your help, and killed a few other stragglers as well. In the second game, I was playing against Kassadin mid, so I took second wind to stay healthy if he went to constantly use his Q and E on me, and then also took tenacity for the Shen, Bel'Veth, and Set. I was able to get a few okay trades in against Kassadin. One of them was right in front of one of his waves hitting, so I took a decent amount of damage. This got us both low, and unfortunately Bel'Veth saw this and ganked early. I was able to burst down the Kassadin and then flash out of Bel's knockup, but flashed right to the outside of turret range. I could have lived here, but I'm an ape. Bel'Veth was able to freeze the lane and hold it for when Kassadin TP'd back, so I didn't have much to do without flash, and I couldn't just stand under his tower. Because of this, I left the lane to get some missing pings and help my team get pressure. Then all I could do was be patient and let the wave crash into me. Elise saw this and decided to give me a lovely gank. Bel'Veth tried to counter, but our skirmish is just simply better than Kassadin's Bree 6. She could have cut her losses and let him die, but instead she died with him. When I got back to lane, I had a large wave and was able to chunk down Kassadin to look for a dive. I don't usually like risking a dive while so far ahead, but Kassadin is a champion that heavily relies on levels to scale and impact the game, so trading kills and having him lose the XP from 4 minions under his tower, and then have the wave shoved back to me to force him to overextend was well worth it in my opinion. Because of this crash, dive, and reset, I was able to get back to lane, and Kassadin foolishly thought that he could ult into me with no problem. Between level 6 and 11, Kassadin's ult is on a pretty long cooldown and is very mana intensive, so when he went in for the trade, I knew I could get a free ult off, and then I chased him down with a Q flash for the kill. I was then able to roam to the river where the other team was fighting while we had a man advantage and prio, and we got an easy 2 more kills. At this point in the game, I was so fed that I could 1v2 any combinations of champions on the other team and proceeded to take objectives, power farm, and be careful not to throw my lead to a stupid overextension. Yasuo is still very squishy at all stages of the game, so any kind of CC like a knockup or Shen taunt could get me killed and lead to my team getting aced if they followed my stupidity. My goal was to get as strong as possible and farm every everything I could while we established vision control, looked for picks, and secured the major objectives. There was no flashy Yasuo mechanics that won us a team fight that won the game. There were just careful macro plays that allowed us to starve out the enemy team, and eventually they saw the game was pretty unwinnable and FF'd. In this third game, I played against a Silas. Wow, so many melee matchups in this video. Early on, there was a skirmish in the river, and my Maokai baited the enemy Echo and Silas to chase him, and I was able to trade him, but then Darius didn't follow the Pantheon, which is unfortunate because this probably could have given us a double kill if he did, because he could have easily cut off Silas and then gone onto Pantheon with me. I should have looked at my map and seen that he was pushed in and be happy with the trade that I got instead of getting greedy and dying for it. When Silas had hit level 6, he stole my ult and had a large slow push about to hit my tower. He started to engage with his wave and blew all of his abilities. Because he was so pushed up, I thought I could probably chase him down and get the kill, and that's exactly what happened. And because Echo had just died top, I knew he likely wouldn't be able to solo challenge a turret plate, so I got it low, knew my minions would secure it, and backed off while I got the gold, and saved about 2 seconds on my timer to get back to lane. Then my support was able to roam up while Maokai was getting collapsed on, and we were able to get another easy kill, which led to a dragon. I should have roamed earlier. I was trying to whittle down the wave so I wouldn't miss too much XP, and thankfully it didn't matter much. We were still able to secure the kills. In the next play, I roamed to the top lane, and I used a Q flash to start stacking my Q. I knew if Pantheon turned to W me, Darius would be in range to E, and I could instantly ult. Since he didn't do that, I was able to keep chasing him down, and we got a clean kill to put Darius even farther ahead. In between these plays, I continued to keep a focus on farm, vision for Echo, and getting as strong as possible. Darius had created so much pressure with his lead that Echo tried to make a play in the top lane with their bot lane. This led the tower wide open and allowed me to take it. After I took it, I was able to follow, and we secured another kill. Because we had priority, there was no way that we would lose every situation presented here. We would at least take something. We at least get minions and tower gold, and if I follow, we can potentially turn a 2v3. This next clip really secured the game for us. I saw Darius getting collapsed on 2v4, so I was sprinting over to help as much as possible. I was able to get a double knockup, but Pantheon stun didn't let me ulti. I tried to lifesteal and do as much damage as I could, but I was getting killed very fast. And what follows is a true keyboard smasher. I was about to die when Darius used his E, so I dashed, then flashed out of range, even though they were CC'd, and then realized I could ult because they were knocked up, so I ulted back in, which gave me the shield, and we were able to clean up the fight. This is one of the weirdest Yasuo combos I've ever done. Let me know if you guys like this style of video where I share my notes and thoughts on different situations, and if you made it this far, comment 010 Yasuo power spike in the comment section below. As always, thank you so much for watching. This has been Snowta, and I'll see you in the next video.